dwarfism. And other than these hormones also stimulates the testes and ovary. So that is also function of these hormones. Next, moving on to the thyroid gland. It is situated in the neck. Pituitary gland is situated at the floor of the brain. Thyroid gland is situated in the throat, in the neck region. The hormone secreted by the thyroid gland is thyroxine. This is responsible for the general metabolism of the body, and less secretion of this hormone leads to a condition called hyperthyroidism. Less secretion of this hormone leads to a condition called hyperthyroidism, and over-secretion of this hormone leads to a condition called VIII. So, thyroxine is responsible for general metabolism of the body, and production of thyroxine requires iodine. Next is pancreas. Pancreas are situated above the stomach. Pancreas secrete the hormone insulin. The insulin digests the metabolizes the glucose content of the body. So if the pancreas are not functioning properly and the body is not able to make insulin and the body is not able to produce insulin, then arises a condition called diabetes. So diabetes is the disease where the pancreas are not able to produce insulin by its own. So imbalance in secretion of insulin leads to the diabetes disease. And insulin, what is the function of insulin? It metabolizes the glucose of the body. Next is adrenal gland, and the adrenal gland, secretion of the adrenal gland is adrenaline, and adrenaline is the fight and flight hormone of the body. Adrenaline is known as the fight and flight hormone of the body. It controls the body, it controls the anger and other emotions. So that is the reason it is known as the fight and flight of the body, controls the angers and all the other emotions. Next is testes. It is the male reproductive part, and the hormone secreted by testes is testosterone. And testosterone, what is the function of testosterone? It produces sperms, that is male gametes, and also helps in development of secondary sexual characters in the male. Testosterone is responsible for production of male gametes, that is sperms, and also development of secondary sexual characters in male. Next is ovaries. Ovaries are the female reproductive parts, and they produce a hormone called estrogen, and this estrogen is responsible for development of secondary sexual characters in females, and other than that they also stimulate the ovaries. So estrogen stimulates the ovaries to produce eggs. So the function of estrogen is 2 points: production of ovum or eggs, release of ova or eggs once in every 28 days, and also development of secondary sexual characters in the female body. So this is the hormones other than the sex hormones. Next, moving on to the reproductive health. So as children, now you are in your adolescent period, that is your teenage. So now since lots of growth is occurring and lots of changes are occurring in your body, it is very much essential that you take a very balanced and good diet. So what is diet? For a good reproductive health, for proper development of all your body, you need a proper diet. So this diet, adolescent needs a balanced diet to cope up with the rapid growth and changes of the body. So as a teenager, as an adolescent, at this stage of onset of puberty, you need a good balanced diet composing all the major nutrients required for the body. And this diet is necessary to maintain the rapid growth and changes of your body. So females especially should take iron-rich diet. Iron is present in the hemoglobin, and hemoglobin is present in the RBC, red blood cells of the blood. So female bodies during the menstrual cycle lose lots of blood, and thereby they lose lots of iron in the blood. That is the reason females need to take more of iron-rich diet. Next is vitamin and mineral-rich diet. Vitamin and mineral-rich diet is necessary to maintain the proper life processes, major functions of the body, major life processes and all the major functions of the body to go on to carry out properly, we need vitamin and mineral rich diet for the maintenance purpose of the body. And then calcium rich diet. Calcium rich diet is essential both for boys as well as the girls for the development of bones. Vitamin and mineral rich diet also help in maintaining the vitamin and mineral rich diet helps in maintenance of the body. So that is how diet is important, and that is how diet affects the reproductive health during the adolescent period. Next is personal hygiene. So as an adolescent, as a teenager, you need to take good care of your personal hygiene because the increased activity of sweat and sebaceous glands at this age may cause acne and pimples and makes your skin look oily. That is the reason you have to wash your face multiple times a day so that the oil will be removed and the dirt will be removed. So the increased activity of sebaceous glands results in body odor. In underarms you will get odor sometimes, bad odor, and pimples and acne will come. So that is the reason you have to keep yourself neat and clean and wash your face multiple times and take bath twice a day to keep yourself clean and oil free. And these problems can be avoided by maintaining personal hygiene. Personal hygiene means changing your clothes twice a day, taking a bath and washing your face 2 or 3 times a day. So that is personal hygiene. And especially in females, they need to take a special care of cleanliness during the menstruation time because if they don't maintain proper cleanliness, then bacterial infections may occur. And also, they have to keep a track of their periods and maintain proper hygiene and prepare themselves earlier only for the menstruation cycle. So that is how cleanliness is much important in females. They have to keep the ovulation tracker, period tracker, prepare themselves in advance, and they have to maintain neatness, avoid proper hygiene should be maintained so that the bacterial infections can be avoided. So that is about personal hygiene. Then physical exercise. Physical exercise is necessary both for girls as well as the boys. Walking, playing in the fresh air, going to the parks, all these things keep your body fit and active. And fitness is very much important for everybody, whether it's a boy or a girl. So what you can do? So girls and boys both should take walking, physical exercise in the fresh air and play some outdoor games so that the body also receives good amount of oxygen and your levels of your body, you will be active and all that things. So that is about physical exercise. Next, at this stage you should say no to drugs because this is a stage where you will get easily impressioned by any people. If somebody wants to teach you something, keep something in your mind, due to the pressure you may easily accept those things. So adolescents have an impressionable mind where people can easily influence you with pressure and it could be swayed away by various influences. That this mind could be swayed away by various people, situations and things what we see in the internet. So the mind is very impressionable. So people at this group often runs the risk of becoming drug addicts. So at this stage there is lots of chance of becoming drug addicts. So what you must do is you should never say yes to the drugs. Always you should say no, even if somebody tries to influence you, because drug addiction is a horrible thing which damages your inner body. And suppose if people are sharing drugs via the needles, and if one person has HIV or AIDS, then via the needles, the AIDS or the HIV virus will get transmitted, and then HIV virus will also get transmitted from pregnant mother to the babies in the womb. So all these things are risks of taking drugs. Not only drugs, hookahs and all those things, alcohol you must avoid. And drugs should only be taken if the doctors have prescribed them. Other than that, you should say no to the drugs. So that is what it is saying. That is what about saying no to the drugs. So teenage pregnancy or adolescent pregnancy. So teenagers or adolescents at this age, they have the tendency to take risk and experiment. They have the tendency by default. So that is the reason you shouldn't go and do various things without any proper knowledge. Unsafe sex is a bad thing. It results in teenage pregnancy. So it's not that your body has been matured and you have attained reproductive maturity so that you can bear the children. It's not like that. You have to attain both mental and emotional stability to bear the kids, right? It's not that your body is now ready to bear the kids. You can bear the kids having unsafe sex or having kids before marriage, teenage pregnancy. All this is completely wrong. See, growing up, bearing kids is not only the one thing you have to keep in mind. The emotional and mental maturity you need to attain. Because bearing kids is one thing, and then growing up them, taking care of their food, shelter, educational needs, medical needs, all this is one thing. For this the other thing, the main thing what we need is a good job, a good salary. So bearing kids is one part, and then growing up, taking care of them is the other part. For that part, we need to be mentally prepared. A family needs to be there, a good job, a good education needs to be there. So at this age, do not get easily influenced by anything. So adolescents have an attitude to take risks and experiment various things. So doing wrong things may result in unsafe sex, may result in teenage pregnancies. And then what happens? When the body becomes ready for reproductive age, right from the beginning of adolescence, it takes time to attain the mental and emotional maturity. And then bringing up the child is not only about procreation, it is about taking the whole responsibility of the child to the lifetime. Parents have to take care of the food and then clothing, shelter, education, etc. All these things takes time, takes lots of responsibility. In your mind, you have to get ready, you have to be stable, and you have to make up your mind that you will have a family, you will have a kids. So all these things happen at later stages of life. All these things are not designed for teenage. So that is the reason the government of India has set some age compulsorily needed for going for marriage. So for females, 18 years of age is compulsory for getting married, and for males it is 21 years of age. At least by that age you will get some mental maturity and the responsibility of taking a family, getting kids, getting married, bearing kids, and then taking all the care of the kids. So that is the reason teenage pregnancy is a bad thing. Only after attaining not only reproductive maturity, you need to attain social and mental maturity. After attaining these only, you have to get married